What's up guys, this is Darkbblue, a gamer who loves Souls-like games, looter games, and every game that involves build making. So I'm preparing for my Remnant 2 build videos. It'll take some time because I need to have some basic understanding of game mechanics at first. Recently I've been working on some mod builds, so I did a little testing about mod power mechanics, and here is my conclusion. I think this video can serve as a theory foundation for every build that is based on weapon mods. But I also have to point out that this whole video is based on my current game version and everything may be changed in the future. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's dive right into it. So first of all, the most basic way to get mod power, normal attack. Hitting targets with the normal attack of your gun grants you some mod power. The amount is determined by what weapon you use, and it has nothing to do with how much damage you deal. Additionally, the stowed weapon receives only about 25% of the power. See this example, I'm using Nightfall as my primary weapon and a sidearm with Firestorm. Both mods have power requirement of 1000 to 150. Each hit with Nightfall gives me around 30 power. When Nightfall is fully recharged, the sidearm gets to only 25% of max power, which shows the stowed weapon gets only 25% of generated power. Melee attack can also generate power, and this time equally for both weapons. However, weapon mods cannot generate power. Mods that deal direct damage do not generate power, and enchanting mods like Nightfall or Fire Bullet don't generate power either. When enchanting mods are active, your normal attack with this weapon no longer gives you mod power. Then how can we charge mods faster? Bonuses divide into three types: increase mod power generation, reduce mod power requirement, and generate mod power. Increasing mod power generation is the most common bonus. Your most trusted spirit trait is just an example of such bonuses. And reducing mod power requirement can be found in White Pawn Ring and Relic Fragments. Generating mod power, however, is a bit complicated, but before diving any further, I shall first tell you that all such effects generate equal power to both weapons. The amount of mod power generated for the stowed weapon will not be reduced. So how can we generate mod power? The first way is generating with fixed amount, like Ruined Heart Relic. The second one is to generate power based on how much power is consumed, like the team perk of Archon. The third one is to convert other values to mod power, like damage, great health conversion, or healing. So here we have three types of bonuses that help us charge mods back faster. Different bonuses that belong to the same type stack up through addition. For example, I have 20% from Spirit Trait and 50% from Follower Ring, and now I have 70% of increasing mod power generation. However, the three types stack up through multiplication. For example, increasing mod power generation effects not only apply to your basic mod power generation with normal attack, but to generating mod power effects as well. There is another thing worth mentioning. The prime perk of Archon is in fact an independent multiplier. It stacks up to whatever you have through an additional multiplication, so it's super powerful. Let's see an example. There is a relic that generates mod power. This counts at generating mod power with fixed amount. If I have only 20% increasing mod power generation from Spirit, consuming my whole health bar is not enough to charge mods of 1000 to 150 mod power requirement. Then I equip Follower and Stone of Spirit to get another 60% of increasing mod power generation. And with this change, now I can fully recharge the mods. Here we can draw a practical conclusion. Get yourself some bonuses from each of the three types. Intra-type bonuses stack with addition, and inter-type bonuses with multiplication, and this is important. Now the basic part is over, and let's see something interesting. So this is Stone of Malevolence. It says elemental damage generates 15% additional mod power. This is weird. 15% of what? And what's the difference of generating additional power and increasing mod power generation? So I did some tests and this is my results. Malevolence actually converts 15% of elemental damage to mod power. And the Fey Crit and Weak Spot ring, let me see, it's called Fey ring. Okay, it converts around 3% of crit or weak spot damage to mod power. And this is totally different from what's described, right? I won't show the details of calculating the specific values, I'll just show you the power they generate is related to how much damage is dealt. I'm using two different views, where one has much more damage bonuses than the other, and you can see they generate mod power differently. But we need to know there are other gears which generate additional mod power, and are they the same? I tested Burden of the Mariner and Kinetic Shield Exchanger, and guess what? They work just the same as increasing mod power generation. They are even just shown on the character info. So things are getting really weird now. I don't know if Malevolence and Fearing Ring are intended to work like this, or is it a bug or something? And I don't know if they will be modified in the future. I can only say both two rings are the absolute core gears if you want to spam your mouse. They convert damage directly to mod power, which is the most effective among all bonuses. And I have another different question. Is it possible to get mod power when the mod is still active? I activate Corrosive Bullet on my primary weapon and switch to my sidearm to shoot. Now the mod is over, and you can see I have 0 mod power. This shows that normal attack, which is the most basic way to generate mod power, cannot generate power for a weapon if its mod is still active. But things are different with other means to generate mod power. I also tested them and most of them work in the opposite way, giving me mod power even when the mod is still on. Runeheart is an exception, but I don't know why. That's everything I have tested and concluded. Now, in the end of this video, let's have some practical suggestions. First, Malevolence and Fearing are broken. They are the chosen way to get endless mod power. Otherwise, you can only use the Endless Relic build with Medic and Restriction Cord, which is even more broken. Second, get yourself some bonuses from all 3 ways to charge mods faster, as the inter-type bonuses multiply together. And third, most ways to generate mod power can give you power when the mod is still on. You won't have to rely on Malevolence and Fearing rings. Well, I don't know, maybe this can give you some inspiration on build making. So if you like my story and if you want to draw me into depth of games, just like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.